I have a question from a commenter who looks just like her father, and her mother hates her father. She says, "Hi, Dr. Jones. I hope you're having a great evening. Upon watching your video, I couldn't help but ask, is this related? I'm notoriously known for looking like my father. My mother hates my father and has always made that known throughout my life, throughout my childhood. I always felt othered by her, and she'd always single me out and treat me badly. After watching your video, I'm like, maybe it's because I look like him. Is this a concept amongst parental relationships? Is this why some parents kill their children when their significant other wants custody or divorce? Thank you in advance." Oh, so you asked a multitude of questions there. And I think I've done a post like this similar. But, it sounds like your mother is triggered by your father, to say the least. And what I have known to be true is that there are a lot of parents out there that attack their children for physically looking like the person that they're no longer with. Like, "Oh, you look just like your damn daddy. Oh, you look just like your damn mama," that kind of stuff. Or, unball your mouth. You're looking like your daddy, that kind of stuff. And they will tend to escalate and physically act out. And psychology tells us that's true, just based off of the fact that that partner has now left the relationship. Who's left? Who's left to take out that anger on? And a lot of times, anger and aggression will manifest towards a child that is left there, who resembles, has certain mannerisms, has a personality like the parent who left. And they will take that aggression out. And that can come across in physical aggression, emotional, verbal aggression. It can come across in as excessive punishment, those types of things. So there's a number of ways in which parents do get this out. They want to get their lick back, and that is unfortunately who is there and who is often helpless to fight back. They can't fight back, and they can't get up out of the door, get up and walk out the door and go, essentially. So yes, they will take it out on the children for absolutely. There are a number of things that I think goes into this outside of just like you look just like a person. I think that's a huge part of it, because you become symbolic for the person who left. But I think that person, your mom, aka your mom, is mad because your dad left. Your mom may be mad and resentful because she may have felt like she made certain sacrifices for the relationship. And he wasn't appreciative, and he walked out the door, and that doesn't work for her. People start to feel very resentful when they overcompensate and they pour much more into the relationship than what they feel like they get back. And therefore, they feel like they have to settle the score. They need to get their lick back somehow. That's not going to jive with them. They also, that dad that may have walked out that door probably wasn't wanting to hear that BS either. So that child who is there is listening to all of that argumentative stuff, that abuse, that rhetoric and things like that, just for the simple fact that they were there. Your dad, he didn't want to hear it. He got up out of there. He was like, this is it. I'm out the door, and left, and, didn't look back. And that wasn't acceptable for her. And so for somebody who wants to, argue, who wants to fight, who wants to say something, who maybe didn't get a chance to say it, that's what you may be getting, is a barrage of all of that stuff. Why parents kill, in terms of why parents kill their children, and trigger warning, by the way, I do think that all of this stuff leads to why parents may kill their children. There could be mental illness, substance abuse at play, but a lot of times, there are parents, in particular women, who don't necessarily want children, but there are women who will get with men and do what that man wants. So if that man wants a family, then they'll do that. But if they want to stay with that man and a child is the only way to sort of keep that man, then they will do that. So there are people that don't have children for the right reasons, and they look at children as being disposable. So that's why a lot of children are killed by their parents, because my children are disposable. I don't want them anymore. Therefore, they are disposable to me, and I'm going to get rid of them. He's gone. We're not a family anymore. So if we're not a family anymore, I don't want to be saddled with this burden. She could be overwhelmed. That's another thing. People become emotionally overwhelmed, financially overwhelmed. They're distressed, or they feel like, I never wanted to be a mother or father in the first place. You're the one who made me do that. And now that you're not here, I don't want to do that. They could also want to lash out and hurt the other person. So there is revenge killings. I'm going to hurt the things that you care the most about as my way of taking my anger out on you. So children and pets are often, caught in the crossfires, because those are the closest things, and they look for ways to hurt someone. But there's a number of reasons, and yes, that can certainly be one of them. Thanks so much for asking that. I hope that helps. If you like this, definitely be sure to check out my podcast and linked in my bio and my newsletter. People have been asking me, when am I going to be available? Definitely get on the newsletter. We're working on, moving some things around in my schedule now, and making some great things available for you guys. Hope that helps. Thanks so much.